13 signs you are falling in love. Let's say that you have been dating someone, or you and your romantic partner have been together for a while. But how do you know if you're falling in love? It can be difficult to distinguish what your heart is saying in the early days of dating, and you may experience a rush of mixed, overwhelming feelings all at once. You can be unclear whether it's just physical attraction, infatuation, or something more serious. Furthermore, you may be curious as to what your partner thinks of you and whether they have considered expanding your relationship. How do you fully decipher your emotions? In this video, we are going to show you 13 proven signs that you are falling in love. Pay close attention because you don't want to miss anything. If you are new here, subscribe for more social psychology videos. And comment down below, I subscribed, and let us welcome you. Let's start. Number 1. You feel like they are perfect for you. One of the most apparent signs of falling in love is that you see less of the person's flaws and shortcomings and more of their perfection. Not only are this person's peculiarities manageable, but they are also totally perfect for you. According to one piece of research, when people are in love, they prefer to focus on their partner's positive attributes rather than their bad ones. Let me give you an example of when your friends and family saw a problem with that guy you used to date long before you did. This is essentially what happens when you fall in love. Number 2. Everything feels new and exciting. Another indication that you are falling in love is that you feel thrilled to do things you have done a million times before, since you are doing them with your partner this time. You do not mind trying anything new since, as someone once said, when you're in love, your perception alters. Most of us relate to the sensation of being fully awake and eager. It's as if you have discovered someone who makes everything feel new and exciting, even if you are sitting on the sofa watching TV. You would even sit through 4 hours of a sports game if it meant spending time with them, since that's what you love about them. Number 3. Your relationship feels easy. Another clue that you're in love is that your relationship is comfortable because you do not consider being with your partner to be complicated. You don't make an effort to spend time with them because you don't want to. Some people feel that it is natural for couples to dispute. Still, your focus will be on your relationship, not your pride, if you are genuinely in love, to the point where you don't mind being the first one to cave or lose the debate since you can't fathom your existence without this person. Even one day away feels like an eternity. Number 4. You are happy and just a little bit nervous. I know that anything, especially monetary things, may make us happy, but the type of euphoria you experience when in love is different. It's almost as though you're on a natural high. The prospect of spending time with your partner thrills you, and just glancing at the thousands of photos you've taken together is enough to put a goofy smile on your face. However, this does not exclude you from feeling worried. When you're in love, it's natural to feel a bit scared. You get concerned about what the future holds because you realize how important it is for your relationship to last. Number 5. This person is on your mind all the time. If you want, you can pause for a moment and think about the last time you thought of that person. If it's like 5 seconds before, it is love. When you're in love, the person is constantly at the back of your mind, and you can't seem to get them out of your thoughts. You may get a flash of inspiration to contact them since you haven't spoken in a few hours. When you like someone, you may shrug it aside and go about your day, but one of the symptoms of falling in love is that this person is constantly on your mind. Number 6. You get just a little jealous. You'll agree with me that it's natural for humans to be jealous, especially when they love someone. It's natural to be jealous, and it's a sign that you're falling in love. But it gets unsafe when you start obsessing over what your partner is doing to the point where you do things like peek through their phone without them knowing. That is toxic behavior that may indicate you are not in a healthy relationship and cannot be considered love. Number 7. You start feeling a sense of empathy towards your partner. One of the indicators of falling in love is having a strong sense of empathy for the person. That is, seeing the other person's agony as their own and being prepared to go to any length to help that person. Because you begin to see them as an extension of yourself, you feel sad when they are unhappy and glad when they are happy. You don't mind going out of your way for them, whether it's a significant gesture or as simple as bringing them their favorite ice cream from the shop. Small gestures like that are simple to carry out when they are for someone you care about. Number 8. You become more affectionate towards them. Who is the person you are continuously admiring, that you always want to be all over them? Whether it's just holding hands or escalating your snuggling into a full-fledged make-out session that indicates that you are falling in love, and I will add that if you are utterly horrified by them, you should think about it. Number 9. You're willing to do anything for them. Falling in love is incredibly lovely, and it makes you do insane things like buy the moon for the person if it is available. When you're in love, you'll be willing to do almost anything for the other person. This essentially indicates that you are eager to go above and beyond for that other person, even if it means going entirely out of your way physically or emotionally. Number 10. You want to bring them around to your family and friends. A genuine partner who sees a future with you will be thrilled that you've taken an interest in his or her life and their social circle. They'll enjoy talking about them, tell you funny stories, and start to paint a picture of what the different personalities are like. And you do exactly the same. You feel excited about introducing them to your family and friends because you feel like this relationship is something you are proud of and the feelings are genuine. Number 11. You experience sleeplessness and a loss of appetite. Some genuine and scientifically proven signals that you are falling in love are some genuine symptoms you may feel, such as when you meet someone beautiful and suddenly you cannot eat or sleep. Love may make you feel fantastic, but it can also make you vulnerable. When we contemplate the scientific implications, this can be a little frightening. For example, it might cause your adrenal glands to release cortisol, a stress hormone, in an attempt to counteract the fear, and this surge of cortisol can constrict the blood vessels in your stomach, resulting in a drop in appetite. Meanwhile, an excess of cortisol may create sleeplessness, so if that person is on your mind and you cannot eat or sleep, it may be time to accept the vulnerability effect and acknowledge that you are falling in love. Number 12. You are becoming a better person. Love, by its essence, reshapes and reforms. So without a doubt, one of the indicators that you are falling in love is that when you are with the person, you feel compelled to better yourself in some manner, whether by setting new objectives or adopting a more optimistic attitude. You are driven to become a better version of yourself. However, if you do not feel this way about that person, you should consider seeking love elsewhere, regardless of what other traits the individual possesses that pique your interest. Number 13. You start planning for the future. The final and most important clue I'll divulge is that you deliberately or unconsciously incorporate them into all of your plans because you know you're not going to let them go anytime soon, if ever. Then you start fantasizing about the future, where you'll go on vacation, how your wedding will go, how they'll look in 20 years. The individual becomes your permanent +1. You start to want emotional closeness with the individual, looking for methods to become closer and fantasizing about your future together. According to Lucy Brown, a neuroscientist at the Albert Einstein College of Medicine in New York, emotions are shared. He compared our desire to be with another person to our passion for water and other necessities for survival. You've reached the stage where you believe you can't exist without the person and that you can't have a future without them. This is an indication that you are falling in love. Finally, if you still think understanding men is hard, then you should definitely learn how to trigger their hero instinct. The best way to learn about this amazing psychology is by checking out the first link in the description right now. It's a powerful psychology guide that will teach you exactly how to make a man fall in love with you using reverse male psychology. If you have made it this far, do you agree with this list? Is there anything you believe we may have missed? Let us know in the comment section below. To learn more, check out other videos on this channel and the links in the description. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next video.